right, I'm here with Rob Myers. Rob is going to be giving one of our presentations at the 2024 National Cover Crop Summit. Rob, why don't you just tell everybody a little bit about your presentation and a couple key takeaways that they might learn if they watch your presentation.
Yeah, thanks. I'm excited to give this talk. A question I get a lot as an agronomist is, how are cover crops going to impact my soil moisture? Is it going to hurt me in a dry year? What's it going to do in a wet year? And when you dive into this, there's really a lot of interesting impacts the cover crops do have. A lot of people are aware that they can help get rain into the soil, and that's really a huge factor in a dry year. But there's a lot of other things they do. The residue, helping reduce evaporation. A key thing is their impact on mycorrhizal fungi, so I'm going to dive into that some in the presentation. There's other impacts that they can have on soil moisture, including the aggregate structure and the moisture holding capacity of the soil. And then it's interesting what happens in wet years. We've got data now from thousands of farms in the wet year of 2019, how cover crops impacted that situation. So I'm going to share some data and some farmer experience and some insights on how cover crops can impact our soil moisture in a lot of different situations. And of course, we do need to be careful how we manage the cover crop to avoid over drying the soil in a dry spring. So I'll talk a little bit about that as well. And then I'll touch on this practice of planting green, which is increasingly being used where the farmers are allowing that cover crop to grow longer in the spring, planting their cash crop into a still living cover crop, and what kind of implications that has for soil moisture and how the cover crop should be managed. And I'll finish up with a little information on cover crop grazing and other approaches to improve overall resiliency. So I hope you'll have a chance to join us for that presentation.
All right, that sounds great. I'm really looking forward to it. A lot of good knowledge to be had from this presentation. So we hope you'll check it out and stay tuned for more previews of other presentations that'll be at the Cover Crop Summit.